event. Of course, we see something about it, and probably we will show you a little bit more about it today as well. But before we go there, before we go in depth in all the things that's happening in Thailand, and that's happening with products, and that's happening with leadership, let's first give you the word. And I really want to know from all of you in the house, and it's not many today, but the number of people will grow. But let me know where you are from. So type in the country where you are residing. And let's see, it's Brisbane, Australia is in the house. Ghana is in the house. Philippines is in the house. Sydney, Australia is in the house. Kenya is in the house. Ethiopia is in the house. South Africa is in the house. Sunny South Africa. Well, that's good. Deception Bay, Australia. Dubai is in the house. Ethiopia. Hong Kong is in the house. Me, myself, I'm from the Netherlands, and right now I am in the Netherlands. Although you see this blue waters right behind me. Hong Kong is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's amazing to have you all online. And let's see how we proceed today. Right. But before we really proceed, let's take a short moment to pray. Dear Lord, dear Father in heaven, we thank you for this amazing moment. We thank you for having this Saturday night live, and thank you that you are our host, Lord. And at the same time, we pray for those who are in Thailand and who are enjoying this amazing and powerful event. Lord, we bless them, and we wish them an amazing time together, Lord. And at the same time, we also pray for all those attending this webinar. Thank you for being here with us, and thank you for hosting this webinar. We pray this in the name of Jesus. Amen. So guys, today we will be giving away an Earth pack, but not right now. We were actually planning to do it right away, but we will do it somewhere later on in this webinar, probably at the end. And actually, because there is not many attendance right now, I was maybe I was a little bit prepared on that. I don't know why, but somehow I felt I had to say something about why it's so important to come together as business partners, together as business partners. Guys, it's really important. It's really important to gather as leaders in our business for several reasons. The first reason is to build relationships. Regular meetings and gatherings, they help us as network marketers. Guys, we are network marketers or affiliate marketers or influence marketers. It doesn't matter which name you give to it, but regular meetings and gatherings, they help us to build strong relationships with each other. And strong relationships are the backbone of network marketing business, as they can lead to referrals, to partnerships, and more. It's so important to know that we are not just in sales. We are not in the sales business. Guys, we are in the shipping business, relationshiping, friendshipping, partnershipping, fellowshipping, shipping. Guys, and that is so important. Building relationships. So let's think about that word, relationship. It's different than from selling products. And of course, we have amazing products, and we can sell those products. But I'm sure that if we build relationships within our teams as business partners and with our future business partners, we can sell the products much better, because we are in this business relationship. And in those relationships, we gather together to build those relationships. And that's why we have this Saturday Night Live each and every week on. Guys, and when I look now at the number of attendants, it's only 53. Actually, last week we were, I think, over 200. So where are the other 150 people? Well, I know they are not all in Thailand. So where are those guys? Where are your team members? Where are your leaders? Are they really ready to build their relationship with their teams and with us all together? Because we are one CROWD1 family. And to keep our family strong, we need to build relationship. So that's point number one in the reason of gathering together regularly. My second point is that we gather together regularly because we have to share knowledge and experiences. When network marketers come together, they can share their knowledge and their experiences with one another. And this sharing of knowledge and experience can help everyone in the group to improve their skills and achieve more success in their business. We are here with, now just over 50 people, 60 people. And we are all different levels in the business. We are here with team leaders, with coordinators, with managers, directors, presidents, senior presidents. And we can all learn from each other. There are maybe team leaders. They have huge knowledge about Planet IX, about the techniques of that. Maybe knowledge I don't have. And I can learn from a team leader while I'm a president from their knowledge about a certain product. They can learn from my experience on how I became a president one star. So we share knowledge and experience. So together we can grow. We can improve our skills as a family, and we can achieve more success in our business together. The third point of gathering together, which is really important, is motivation and support. Guys, being part of a group of like-minded individuals can provide motivation and support when things get tough. And you all know that network marketing can be a challenging business. But having a community of people who understand the challenges can be a huge, huge advantage. So keep that in mind. We gather together to motivate each other, to support each other, to help each other. That's normal in a family. And we are a family. We are a CROWD1 family. We are different teams, but we don't talk about teams. We talk about one family. And the last point of why it's so important to gather together regularly is that we gather together regularly to learn from experts. Guys, regular meetings can also provide the opportunity for network marketers or CROWD1 leaders to learn from successful experts in the industry. And these experts can offer insights and advice that can help everyone in the group to improve their business. And as you know, we have regular guest speakers. We even have guest speakers from the company, from the management, and those are experts. Jeanette, who is now in Thailand, she is an expert in networking. And that's why she is sharing her tips and tricks every week again. Except today, because now she's in meetings. So overall, regular gatherings and meetings are a great way for network marketers to build relationships, share knowledge and experiences, provide motivation and support, and learn from experts. Well, that is introduction. That is how we start today. We talk about leadership. We talk about products. We talk about events, incentives. And sometimes as a leader, as I said before, we have to make decisions. We cannot go everywhere all the time. I decided to stay in the Netherlands, and we have another leader who decided to stay in South Africa. And together with this leader, and he became a friend, he is part of another team, but he's part of the same family. And together with him, we're going to host this Saturday night live with an amazing program. And actually, let me introduce this guy right now. And yeah, probably I will have some questions for him during the chat we're going to have. Because we will be doing like a talk show today. And let me first introduce this guy from South Africa. I hope we have a good connection right now with Derek. Derek, are you there? Derek. Where are you? I can't hear you. Let me see.
Let's try again. Can you guys
hear
me
now? You're here. Yeah.
There we go. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's good. You are in South Africa. I am in the Netherlands. Kilometers away.
Very nice.
How is everything
Good
in
to
South
see
Africa?
everybody. Everything is fine. Lots of political issues, lots of poverty. It's just getting worse and worse. And my friends, from where I'm sitting, there's only one answer for all of this, and that answer is right here in CROWD1. In my opinion, this is the best business case I've ever seen to date. And we'll chat about that as we go along.
That's really powerful. And yes, indeed, CROWD1 is an amazing business. It's powerful, it's unique, it's beautiful. And as you said, there's a lot of political issues. Yes, right. Now we have it in the Netherlands as well. We had elections last week. This was really a battlefield. Things are going to change in the Netherlands in an amazing way. But each and every country, they have these challenges.
Correct.
And these challenges they have effect on jobs as well. And that's if we talk about jobs, and I remember the explanation of Mr. Smile about a job just over broke. And actually, yes, we can offer people an amazing solution with CROWD1. And maybe Derek, maybe you can tell shortly a little bit about your journey with CROWD1 up to now.
I started 3.5 years ago. I was literally 35 years in business. In the end, I was CEO of 3 different companies. And if I look back now at 35 years worth of effort, what have I got to show for it? Then the answer is still nothing. Just over broke. You'll always get 10 Rand in South Africa. The currency is Rand. You'll always get 10 Rand less than what you need to get through the month, no matter what position you hold. And guys, I have to tell you, traditional business is not all bad. In fact, it's the foundation for a lot of things. However, if you are not the founder of a company or the owner of a company or one of the shareholders, you will always be working for somebody else who will determine what your worth is in the form of some kind of a salary for that particular job. So here you've got the opportunity to start something outside the normal space, no risk to you whatsoever. If you consider €129 to join this business risk, then this is not the business for you. There is no business on the planet with the opportunities within this space that you can start for that kind of money. However, what really appealed to me in this whole business and why I'm still here 3.5 years later, almost 4 years later, CROWD1 is the common thread of marketing, influencer marketing. So at the moment, there's a lot of gaming companies. I can't wait for Eddy to show you what's going to be launched just with the news breaking in Thailand. So I'm really jealous as I'm sitting here, and I'm also disappointed. I'm jealous that I'm not there, and I'm disappointed in myself that I didn't work harder to be there. And for me now, that's more motivation for the next one, and to work harder and to also join in it. But here's the thing, guys. A common thread through all the companies called influencer marketing. That's what we do. Eddie told you the power of networking. So clearly, if this company's got over 49 million members, then there's something working here. This has never been seen on the planet. We've got multiple companies that will come along as we go along. Some will make it and some won't. Make peace with that. However, the common thread is the marketing company. And this marketing company also enables other forms of income for us. And that's why I say what I say. From the concept of this business, there is nothing else to compare to it. No driving around with physical products in the boot of your car. Hallelujah, never again. Never again. Been there, done that. It just does not work. And the bottom line is here we've got something really special. And I think with the roadmap that's lined up, which Eddie's going to share with us in a minute, it's going to blow your minds. For those of you listening for the first time, stick around in this business. For those of you who've been here for a while, who haven't hooked second gear yet, this is the business to be in. One thing getting excited in the beginning, for me it's now about second gear, which is the training and the engagement and how we can all really tap this business to drive the maximum income it can possibly drive for all of us. And all of that said, while we're having fun for once. When last have you had fun in business? Not the pressure of sales by the end of the month, etc., etc. I don't need to explain that to you. So Eddie, yeah, in a very short space, that's why I'm here. Traditional business, quite frankly, after 35 years, to my horror, hasn't worked and hasn't had the effect that I've been wanting in business. And after a little while, it's actually not about the money. It's more about the people and the networking and helping people and seeing their changes going through life. I can tell you story upon story, but our time is limited here today. But this is what's the most exciting of all. Thank you, Eddie.
Really, really amazing. Yes, guys, that's it. And what Derek said, what were his last words? It's about the people. And when I look back in the past, well, 4 years, almost four. I'm with CROWD1 now for almost 4 years. May 1, 2019. And if I see how many people we could help already having a better life, and that's why it's so important and so amazing that CROWD1 has the same vision. That the vision of the part of the vision of the company is that they want to help people having a better life. And we see it happening all over the world. And that's why, yeah, guys, we need together. You know, if in a real family where you have your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your children, your grandchildren, if you never gather as a family, what will happen with the family? The family bond will decrease. It will go down. And we have to take care that the family bond will not decrease, will not go down. That's why I started talking about this topic of gathering together regularly. And talking about that, Derek, what is your thoughts about this topic that we started with?
Look, for me, what's very important is everybody seems to think in general networking type of business that the people at the bottom make the people at the top rich. It doesn't work like that, and CROWD1 highlights that very well. The people at the bottom push, but the people on the top, if they don't pull. One of the presidents, I can't remember exactly who, at one of these events, and that's why it's so important attending these events, so you can pick up these tips and from people who've actually done the walk. So what's important is, if in CROWD1 you just keep producing team leaders, and team leaders eventually become managers, and the managers directors and presidents and so on, just keep producing the team leaders for all of us by helping those people. And there's a fantastic bonus, which I'm sure most of you are aware of, called the fear of loss bonus. By helping every single person that joins in the business, doesn't matter how far down or whose family it is or whatever, in the end, we're one big family. And by creating those 4 people to qualify for that bonus, if we can just keep repeating, there's no rocket science in this business. It's the simple things that needs doing. And that's where the crux, the foundation of this family, if you want to call it, this business family, where it's built. If we can all help right through the ranking, help everybody to achieve a simple bonus like that, the belief is there, the hope is there, certainly the income comes along as well. And at the end of the day, you'll see people's lives change. And it's that conviction when that happens, where simply those people just carry on and it just continues and the momentum starts to snowball. So family, Eddie, I'm there with you 101%. We've created out of people I didn't have a clue who they were, where they came from, what their backgrounds were, but we've created literally family out of them. Yeah, I still have my own mic. I always call my cousin the skeptical cousin, still lying on the couch hoping for a miracle to fall out of heaven and slap him in the face. Some days I want to slap him a little bit. But the point is, guys, if you're willing to do the work in this business, through the help of your business family members, you will see the effect and you will reap the benefits. And there's nothing better than passing that on, that knowledge, that camaraderie, that family bond. The money becomes a byproduct in the end, believe you me. The money becomes a byproduct in the end. It's just a nice reward for what goes on. And any other normal business, there's just not that. It's missing, it's absent. It's all about numbers and figures, relentless. They don't care how they achieve those figures. And sadly, it's always at the expense of somebody who actually helped making those figures happen. That's just my feedback in traditional business versus what we're building here. And obviously attending events like this, that's where you physically get to meet Eddy Knoop and shake his hand and look him in the eye. It's not just this guy sitting on the other side of a Zoom meeting. And you start, as I go through here, I notice some of the names I already know because of the meetings before. Robin in Australia, Jeanette sitting there at the moment, actually in a presentation, so she's very naughty listening to us. But the point is, guys, suddenly, 3.5 years ago, I didn't know these people existed. Today, I've got a family member, a business family member, all trying to achieve the same goal in countries all over the world. What can be better than that? And in a minute, we're going to show you the new products, and I'm going to show you how powerful that can be for you, your business, and your family, what's coming. Finally, we can tap into this market sector. So yeah, Eddy, very, very important. Make no mistake about that. The relationships you build, if you build a good and solid relationship, will feed you and put food on your plate for a lifetime. It's as simple as that.
Really amazing, guys. And you know, there are all kinds of families. There are families that are passive. There are families that are active. So what if a family is passive and they get their children and they are going to raise their children? What will their children become? Passive children with no vision, with no future, with no nothing. What will their children do? They will be passive with nothing, and so on.
That's it.
It's the same as in our CROWD1 family. If you are building a team and you are ignoring your team, you think, okay, well, I signed this guy up. I got my fear of loss bonus, and I'll sign some new people up. But the first 4, oh yeah, well, they can do it themselves. Have you ever seen a baby taking his bottle himself, changing a diaper himself? I haven't seen that before, not at all. And it's up to us as leaders. Now we're going into a little bit more leadership before Derek will take it over with the new products. We can duplicate leadership. Duplicating leadership. If we create leaders in our family, what will they do? Of course, they will produce new leaders as well. And as leaders, we will have influence within our business, but also influence in the world. I can have influence in the Netherlands. And okay, I've influenced in several other countries within my teams, of course. Derek can have influence in South Africa because he is a leader. He is a business leader, and people will see him as being a business leader. Jeanette is living in Dubai, and people will see her as a leader, and they will acknowledge her as a leader. So before you go into the products, your thoughts about leadership?
We all need that guidance. Just when you think you're on top, you actually find that you're actually still right at the bottom. And it's very important what you say. Now, in my opinion, every single one on this call, every single one in this business has got what it takes to become a leader. You might not have all the skills honed like it should be honed, but believe you me, the biggest decision you've made is to be in this business. And if you're sitting here listening to this today, all I can tell you is you can become the leader that you want to be, that you would be expecting from whoever else your leaders are right now. So guys, don't let anybody, don't let, there's nothing worse for me than anybody trying to dampen the human spirit. Don't ever do that. I've got a few videos from Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent that we normally show to the people if there's enough time, where it's always the least expected person that walks on that stage, where the people have written off the person. They haven't even opened their mouths yet. They judge people by their outer appearance or maybe their behavior or even their looks. And all of a sudden, when that person starts singing, tears start flowing, crowds start going quiet. And it's always the biggest surprise for me when this happens on the stage, and that person on the stage, against all odds, blows everybody out the water. Now, in a business like this kind of behavior, the growth, the leadership, it speaks for itself. And everybody always says to me, I can't make Saturday's meeting. I can't make this meeting. Why must I be there? I know everything how the business works. You might think you know everything. Every single meeting, in a different way, a leader explains it, makes you the better leader so you don't have to make those mistakes and do the hard yards. But in the end result is we uplift the level of those leaders. We've got people in this business, I'm not sure if they're going to be online today, who've been in networking for 35 years. Where I've been working 35 years making other people rich in offices and businesses and growing businesses. These guys have been at it for 35 years. Why on earth would you want to make the mistakes and fall in the traps if you can avoid them and be more efficient, faster, and have better results? So it's also not just about once you've made it to that level to just walk away. A true leader is the one that makes the ones below them a leader, so that everybody has growth, everybody has efficiency, everybody gets to the results that we all want to get to so desperately, much faster, better, more efficiently. So guys, every single one of you have already made a mistake to be in this business. Not the mistake, the decision to be in this business. If you're sitting here on a Saturday afternoon in South Africa while the rugby is on, and you're sitting here, a lot of respect for you. I don't even know you, but I've got respect for you because you made a decision in your life, and that's the biggest problem for everybody. A leader is somebody that makes a decision, and more importantly, the successful leader is the one that sticks with that decision. The company's got lots of issues. It will be sorted out. It's a business. There's not one business that's perfect. But the point is tap into the leadership, get into the knowledge, obviously the products, etc. But the point is, if you want to get to the top, you need to tap into people that have walked that walk. You become the leader that maybe your own leader that got you into the business is not actually right now. So this is the idea with leadership. Get into it, hone your skills. We can all improve. There's no such a thing as the perfect leader. That leader doesn't sit here. That leader is our God and the Almighty One sitting over there. We can all learn from. But as far as we stand, I think everybody can move forward. Everybody can learn. That starts with a decision. And if you're here, you've made the hard yards already. Now it's all about getting in and becoming part of a process. I see Jeanette's got some good news there, Eddy.
Yeah. She's typing like crazy, and she's in an amazing meeting. And wow, while you were talking about, as a company, there are always challenges. There are always moments that things can get difficult, and yes, we know as leaders that it's being sorted out, and that's also part of leadership. It's part of leadership to accept that there are challenges. There are challenges in life always, but it's only about how you deal with the challenges. And while Derek was talking about it, Senior President Jeanette typed in the chat, and you can all see it, but I'm going to repeat it. It's getting sorted. And people that stayed are wise. And that's amazing. Let's focus on these words. People that stayed are wise. Guys, there's people who left. Okay, that's their decision. There's people who think the grass is greener at the other side. And I've seen a lot of that so-called green grass getting dry. I've seen it all the time. All those companies where people went to, they dried up. And CROWD1 is here. And people that have stayed will get heavily rewarded. And this is really powerful. This is really powerful. This is happening right now, right at this moment, while we are having this Saturday Night Live. So, well, we'll keep the chat in our eye. Maybe she will share more things throughout this Saturday Night Live. Sneaky typing on her smartphone. And guys, before we go into a little bit more,
we've got our own spy there.
Yeah. But before we go into a bit more leadership and some interviews, Derek has something to share also about the products, about new. I saw something about new products. Yeah. Well, I'm excited, but Derek can tell you about it because he has some pictures about it.
Yeah. Well, let me just see. Can I do a screen share here quickly?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So, so I'm actually going to tap into the spy's WhatsApp, if you don't mind. So the first, I don't know if you guys should be able to see my screen, right? So the first picture that I do want to show you is this company called Tigra. So guys, you all remember Moonbirdie, right? So Moonbirdie is basically a subscription to guide us in the crypto world. So Tigra has taken over Moonbirdie. It's basically Moonbirdie on steroids, if I can explain it like that. So please forgive my layman's descriptions. But the bottom line is this: if we're entering the crypto world, once again, you need guidance, you need leadership, you need to be able to tap into information. The decisions that you'll make in that world is dependent on real world information. So if you've got people like financial auditors, financial journalists, etc., feeding information into a system so that we don't lose money like those 15 other companies I put money in last year, which are all gone with my bloody money, not 1 cent to show. This is to avoid things like that. So now the CROWD1 is entering the token space and the crypto space, the coin space. A lot of us need guidance because only 4% of the world right now is involved in any form of crypto. So yes, we'd like to think we are all experts, but the sad news is we are not. Countries like India leads that race, if you want to call it a race, by a country mile, and in terms of education and engagement into the crypto world. So Tigra is designed to help you and me. It's a subscription-based solution, and you'll be able to get information out there to where to go into, what to stay away from, the effects of the world on things like crypto. If Elon Musk makes a new announcement, he's going to Mars or Pluto, then suddenly Bitcoin goes through the roof. The next day there's a war somewhere in the world and the crypto literally crashes. So if you could have information or a tap into information that can guide you through processes and events and announcements and political issues like that, why would you not tap into that information? From a business perspective, nobody throws dices. You want to reduce your risk to the absolute minimum so that you can get your performance or your yields to the maximum, and that's what this business is about. So, Eddie, if you don't mind, I just want to go continue to the next thing that caught my eye. Now, we all knew that the previous travel company couldn't pick a possible worst time ever to launch. When COVID started in the world and lockdown literally came down on us like a ton of bricks, we launched a travel company. That was an absolute disaster from a timing perspective. Not one plane in the air, not one hotel door opened up on a global space. However, I'm really glad that this company, Travelia, has been brought on board because make no mistake, my friends, the travel business is an $8 trillion industry. Whether you want to hear that or not, whether you're into traveling or not, one thing the people in CROWD1, all the members must realize, you don't have to be a gamer to earn money from the gaming industry. Do you guys think Warren Buffett, with all his investments, plays games during the day? I don't think so. I don't think he takes his eyes off of the stock exchange. But he owns a company called 10 Cents Holdings, a gaming company, because he realizes the size of that industry and the potential income. It's exactly the same here. Now, in the same breath, if you can get a 65% discount, because that's what Revelia is presenting us, a 65% discount in traveling. Lots of people tell me, I can't find people, I've got nobody to sign up. Well, my friends, here's the good news. You and I, as a CROWD1 member, can walk into any business, any traditional business who's got a traveling budget, and you can walk to that CFO, that chief financial officer sitting in a board meeting, and you can whisper in his ear in these tough economic times all over the world, my friend, what's your travel budget for the year? No matter what his answer is, if you whisper in his ear, I can give you a 65% discount on your travel budget. If that chief financial officer is worth his salt as the financial leader of that business, he will walk out of that board meeting to hear what you've got to say. In fact, he'll roll out the red carpet for you if you can save him 65% on his travel budget for the year. Now, here's the nice thing. How do they benefit from that? Just sign your members up to CROWD1, for Pete's sake. How difficult is that? For a once-off entry-level fee of an Earth package, you become a CROWD1 member, you can tap into a 65% discount on traveling. And in the meantime, with everybody signing in, you're actually earning again, because remember, everything we do equates to points, and the points in the end become euros. Payment issues will be sorted. Any company's got issues, especially if you've got a company growing the size we have in the time we have. The issues will be sorted. Not even COVID could get this business down. And we are all very thankful for that. Let me tell you something. Companies have come and gone. It might have slowed us down, but we are still here. We are still ticking along. You can tap yourself on the back, because you are in the biggest marketing company the world has ever seen, and in my opinion, the world will ever see. So that's what's happening with Revelia. Now, the third opportunity, which is fantastic as well. Just by the by, Revelia, obviously, they need us to experience the product a little bit. So please take note. Don't say you didn't know. For the month of April, you'll be able to use it free of charge. Thereafter, there'll be a small subscription for it. And to be honest, at literally the fee that they're charging for it, which I just want to see here, it's about 29 euros. 29 euros gets you a 65% discount. In any business, from any perspective, that makes sense to me, and I'm sure to all of you. Now, in the same breath, if you can get your activity points to keep your accounts active, because remember, a lot of members with the whole slowdown in COVID and just the general slowdown of the business don't have active accounts. To keep your account active, you just need AP points. So to get those AP points, just tap into this, subscribe to it like everything else, start benefiting from it. But we're a marketing company. To grow the marketing of these companies, there needs to be engagement. Any business, no matter what business you're in, whether it's a physical product, a service, or whatever, needs to generate a profit. To benefit from that profit, you and I, as the marketing team, need to get people to engage in this product. Now, here's the thing. This is one of the biggest reasons I joined CROWD1 and why I love the business plan. You can sign up somebody and make a lot of money from all the different bonuses. No doubt about that. And we all know the bonuses. Maybe for the new people, there's binary bonuses, there's residual bonuses. But it's the residual bonus that gets my eye and gets my ear. I want to do the work once, and for the rest of time, while that company or person or whoever does traveling, I can earn from it. For a once-off introduction, and a proper introduction by getting people to engage. Make no mistake, guys, we can sign up every person on the planet. If nobody engages in the products, well, then sadly we failed as a marketing company, correct? So this is what we need to do. But we are influencers. I always share the story because of the impact it had on me. Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, during the World Cup last year, in 3 weeks, for the company Binance, He got followers for Binance, over 500 million people in 3 weeks. If 1% signed up to the company successfully, 5 million accounts in 3 weeks. What you need to understand as a CROWD1 member is we are better than Ronaldo. I say this with all respect. We can eat those numbers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day and outperform him from every angle. Why? Because we're in 186 countries. We can talk every language on the planet except Bushman in South Africa, which goes, nobody knows what they're saying. Apart from that language, we can talk every language on the planet. We can influence friends, family, and neighbors and eat Ronaldo's figures for breakfast because there are 49 million of us that now needs to go to the second gear in the business. One thing, getting excited, signing up your friends and neighbors and family. The second part of the business, to really tap into the real money, is not a once-off bonus, but the monthly residual income. By growing these businesses, that's our job. Just talking to someone. And that's where this company, we can tap into an $8 trillion traveling industry without traveling ourselves and make money. Okay, so enough about that. There's one last little sneak peek which Jeanette sent me on the sly here on the private. Now, one of the previous members from you all know that Verdello is the company that goes and looks for companies whose marketing we can do. And they basically take your and my service as the crowd to the world's companies, the world's online companies, because that's who we do marketing for. Now, guys, what's very, very interesting, as you can see through the performances of the Planet IXs and Metaverse, which hasn't even started, quite frankly. Well, there's a new entity coming, entity called Rebel Nation, and they're launching a very interesting game. And that game apparently is going to be called Emperornet. So I haven't got anything to show you yet, but I tell you what, please just keep them coming. Just keep them coming. Because every single gaming company, every single travel company, every crypto subscription, every single company with whatever product it is that we're going to market for them gives you and me an unprecedented earning option with an uncapped euro ceiling. This is not rocket science. Just get your friends and family members in while it's still early days. And obviously the biggest thing for me up to now is that crypto token. If you and I can be in before the token launches, holy moly, that's going to be a business you've never seen in your life. Overnight, one shot when they activate it on the open market, we become the biggest crypto company, one of the biggest crypto companies, and the only one with a 49 million base. The only one with a travel company, with a crypto subscription company right there where we need that information. The only one with multiple gaming companies that actually gives our token value. No other token has got value. Bitcoin, up and down all the time. Ethereum, we can go through all of them. We will be the only company that's got true value built in behind it. Now, if the travel company and the information companies and that, how can I say this? If they provide the value, what it's meant for, marketed by you and me, this has to be a success. It's as simple as that. The members now just need to understand it. Thank you, Eddy.
All right, thank you, Derek, for this amazing, amazing news. What an amazing company we have. What an amazing products are coming up right now. I remember the last travel platform, Live Trends. I was one of the users. I used that platform regularly, so I know the power of a travel platform if you have it within your company. And now this new travel company is joining in, and it will be even more powerful. I believe that. I believe that. So that's really amazing. Guys, on to the next session, because we also want to hear from those people who are in Phuket, in Thailand. We want to hear from them what they experience, what they say. And I got some videos. And I didn't watch them myself yet, on purpose. I hope Derek also didn't watch them yet on purpose.
I was sneaky, sorry.
So let's just go to the first video. Let me share my screen and see how we can manage. Yeah, this one, I guess. Right, let's go. Let's go to Sophia. She will introduce herself and she will say something to us from the beautiful Phuket in Thailand.
Hi guys, I'm Sophia, resident freestar from South Africa and currently in Phuket. I want to encourage everybody, although some of us work in silent, to qualify for the next incentive trip. It's extremely important for your business as well as for yourself to qualify for these incentive trips, because it will just broaden the horizons for you and make you realize what a fantastic opportunity this is.
All right. This is what Sophia, she's a president, 3-star in CROWD1. This is what she said. Be sure you qualify for these incentives, for these events. And I've done a lot of education in the past. I purchased a lot of education in the past, and soon we will continue with our recruiting challenge again. But going from event to event, from incentive to incentive, it's so important for your business. Events and incentives are one of the backbones of your business. So, because you're looking forward to an amazing moment where you meet with other leaders, because you know together you will build up each other. So go to events, qualify for events. And yes, I was qualified for Thailand, and you know, for the reason we had to stay home, but I will be at the next event. I visited all the events up to now. I remember the first one was the cruise in 2019. I was there. That was in my first 5 months in CROWD1. And I've been to all events. So this is my challenge to you. And this is also Sophia's challenge to you. Qualify for the events. This means that you have to work your CROWD1 business. And you all know how. Produce new team leaders, produce new coordinators, produce new managers, and they will push you up. And this is how you can go to events and qualify. Guys, we have another leader coming up. We have 3 today. Probably you will know this guy as well, and he will also share from Phuket, Thailand. It's up to Udo right now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning from this beautiful Phuket. My name is Udo Carsten Deppisch. I'm 2-star president in the company, and I'm in the company since 2020, and I love this business. You know why I love it? We get crazy competition. Next time you need to be qualified. Why? I met people, really guys, from all over the world. Normally people talk, hey, we have a big team here in Vietnam, we have a big team here in China, but you can never see them. And now you're in a place like this one and you see people coming up from China, from Vietnam, from India, from Bangladesh, from the Philippines, all over the world, people coming together. And you can learn so much. I was making notes more or less with every person I was talking with, because from every person I got some new intels, I got some new opportunities and new words what I can use for my next presentation, for my next seminars, for my next trainings. And this is what we can do here. We can always learn. And when you have a good sponsor, when you have when you're in a business, you have, first of all, you have a sponsor, and second of all, you're also a sponsor for your team. So you have also to take responsibility, taking care about your team, give them the news, give them the updates. And the updates what we got yesterday, it's just like boom. I was sitting in the presentation, guys, really, my chin was breaking down the table. It was like, oh my God. Guys, be ready for all of the updates, all of the news. This year, 2023, it will be like mind-blowing. It will be outstanding. I was used about CROWD1, doing the best, getting good stuff, and always think, oh, we reached a high, we can't be better. And now we're going on an event, and boom, we're better again. And this is what I love of the business. There's no limit except the limit what you set for yourself. So break the limit, make it higher, and go for it. You deserve it. You did the most important thing already. You started. Now it's time to take off like a rocket. Thank you guys. Love you all. See you soon somewhere in this world.
Wow, that's powerful. By the way, I see something in the chat that Derek shared, but you shared it with me. So you can share it later with everyone.
Sorry.
Because this is something for everyone. But I want to ask you, before you do that, can you reflect on the words of Udo?
Yes. Myself, I'm actually amazed that I thought they were maybe going to announce one product, maybe two products. But I believe there's also another secret coming. If I look at the new products, there's one of the slides that's got a big question mark in that says it's going to be a surprise. Now, folks, it's just getting bigger. It's getting better. It's just becoming almost out of hand. It is fantastic. Here in our own country, CROWD1 got some media again on the TV where they used something from before the lockdown in a chat about pyramids and Ponzi's. And I was thinking to myself, these guys must be completely deaf and dumb if they still think of CROWD1 as a pyramid or Ponzi. 4 years later, 49 million people, 186 countries, 8 offices around the world. For Pete's sake, the entire board of CROWD1 published their faces on a magazine that goes to 186 countries, printed or online. Do you really think they're going to steal your money? They would be the stupidest thieves on earth if they published their faces on a magazine cover. It's time to realize what you're sitting on. It's time to realize that what Udo is saying there, the products are going to blow us away. Companies are still going to fight, bare-knuckle fighting for us to do their marketing for them. Why? Because we're the biggest, with the biggest presence all around the world. So Udo is spot on there with what he's saying. His jaw's dropping for what is suddenly coming our way. Nobody gave us a chance in the beginning. They called us all kinds of names because there were no products in the beginning. But as you know, this company turns normal business on its head. If a traditional business says do it this way, that is exactly what we don't want to do. Why? Because it doesn't work. That's why a few select people make the money. The owners of the companies, the shareholders, and people like the gaming industry, for example, they all benefit from our money. They're not sharing. CROWD1 turns everything upside down, but you can now see with what's coming our way, it's just becoming insane. So I'm right there with Udo. Perfect. Udo, I think you're actually online here. I compliment you for those comments. Spot on. That's where this business will take all of us. You just stick around and do your marketing. Be an influencer. That's all we are. What a pleasure.
Really amazing. And guys, hope you are ready for one more. I'm ready for one more because I love to hear this encouragement straight away from Phuket, Thailand, from this amazing resort where they gather together with a whole bunch of people. And later on, you will see a little bit more insight, some event videos that we connected together. But let's first go to one more leader, a president, 1-star, who is also in Phuket, in Thailand. So isn't that amazing? If I see that food and all those happy people together, yeah, you know, I was qualified. So I'm not disappointed in myself, but you know, the reasons I couldn't be there. But I think that a bunch of you right now, maybe you're disappointed now. Disappointed in yourself. Well, if you are disappointed in yourself, just throw that away. Because you cannot stay in disappointment. You have to throw that away. Because if you stay in disappointment about yourself, you will be disappointed about yourself next month. And in 2 months from now, and in 3 months from now. And you will miss out on the next event again. So I want you all to throw out all this disappointment in yourself and start working as if today is your first day in CROWD1. Naturally, it is, because we have new products. So it is your first day. So start acting. Start doing as if you can get the fear of loss bonus again. Of course, you already missed out on the fear of loss bonus maybe a while ago. But do as if you get it again. Get 4 new people. Build your team. Coach your team. Be a leader. And grow. And be at the next event. That being said, let's go to the giveaway. And for those who have watched very clearly, I have one question. And the first one, who is not a leader yet, and Derek will look with me, if it's not by accident a leader who is already answering the question. I think we can say that everyone who is not a top leader yet, up to manager 3-star, can answer this question. If you are a director or higher, don't answer. But if you are up to manager 3-star, you can answer this question. And what I want to know from you guys is, what is the full name of the resort where the CROWD1 event is right now? And you have seen it in screen many times. It was in screen many times. The full name of the resort. It's a difficult one, eh? Yeah, okay, you all said Phuket, Thailand, but that's not the name of the resort. The full name of the resort.
The answer is behind you on the screen.
Yeah, it's somewhere behind me on the screen. I see part of the answer. I see part of the answer, but I want the right spelling. The first one getting. I see someone. Yeah. Jerome Angsana Laguna Phuket. Let's see if it's spelled right. Angsana Laguna Phuket. It's spelled right. So Jerome, you are the winner of an Earth pack. I will right away share my details with you in the chat. So please contact me on WhatsApp or on Facebook Messenger. So later on, when Jeanette is back home, I think she will be traveling back coming Monday, we can share the code for an Earth pack. And with this code, you can help someone else to be part of this amazing business. So you can grow your team with this pack. So congratulations, Jerome. Hope you saw my message to you personally here on the chat, because I don't know you. So you need to share your information with me. Do it in WhatsApp, do it on Facebook Messenger, whatever. I will share it again to be sure you see it. And you are the winner of this pack. Well, there will be a lot of amazing things coming up. And before we go to the last video, actually last week we did a video, and afterwards Jeanette and I were talking, hey, let's make this video our weekly motivational wrap-up moment of every Saturday Night Live. Let's make this our family video forever in the future. But before we go there, Derek, some last words?
From my side, guys, it's lovely to see our family, Noel and Robin there in Australia, all the way to Paul in the UK. We've got Udo and Jeanette sitting in Thailand, Eddy, you sitting in Holland. We've got Rudy and Marina and Matomi here in South Africa from the names that I just quickly scanned through. Let's just get this thing done. Let's just put our heads down, and the next one, we're going to be sitting there and they're going to be taking videos from us. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, what's left of it. Have a CROWD1 weekend. Thank you, Eddy.
And thank you, Derek, for co-hosting together with me. It was a pleasure to do this together today in this talk show and sharing videos from Phuket, from Thailand. We will be there next time again, or in Dubai, or wherever we go in the world with CROWD1, with our CROWD1 family. Guys, let me share this last video. This will be our family video, and I declare again today that this is my moment. Guys, see you all next week. Bye-bye.